Okay, let's talk about pest control. Ugh, this really bugs me. See what I did? Okay. Termites. Termites are an owner's responsibility. They're subterranean little things. They go, they tunnel, they eat stuff, they eat wood. That's what they love. They're in crawl spaces. Sometimes they work on decks a little bit, but they like wood. And they go under. The tenants don't know. And a lot of times when they find out, it's because they're coming through the wall or something, running up the studs. So with termites, the first order of business is a stitch in time, like we talk about preventative maintenance. If you don't have a pest control company that does an annual termite treatment and inspection, we do. We know somebody. We'll turn you on to them. And that's going to be one of the greatest things you can do to preserve the integrity of your home, because if termites are found, it starts at 500. If it's really bad, we can get into the thousands of dollars of damage. So big one there, termites. You may have read some of the reviews. We have a couple of real nut jobs that wrote some reviews. And one of them was really upset that the tenants didn't pay for it. We wouldn't pay for the termites. No, it's dumb. No. Anyway, that's a tangent. That's a detour. My bad. Termites, owner. And if you don't have somebody, we do. Pest control is a really strange thing. We have to think about this from both sides. So if it's spiders, if there's a brown recluse nest or something like that, that's going to go back on you as the owner, because if one of those things bites a 3-year-old and it gets sick, there's terrible, terrible things that can happen. We want to protect our tenants, and we want to keep it, keep the property safe for them. So spiders, snakes, obviously, it's on you if a snake does snake things. Skunks, if there's a skunk that finds its way under the house somehow, or who knows what could happen, that's going to be again. Same thing with squirrels and raccoons. They're jerks. I've seen where squirrels have gone, into the eave of a house through an electric line and no one noticed it until it was too late, and there's a squirrel party going on. And squirrel parties are nasty, but again, that's going to be an owner thing. Fleas. Tenant. It's your dog. You're not paying for their dog's fleas if it has fleas. I hope they don't have fleas. I don't know. Bed bugs. Tenant. You're the one who traveled to Hotel X and brought it back with you. Owner didn't have a doggone thing to do with it. That's on the tenant. Roaches. Ooh. Twice. By the way, bed bugs, 1 time in 11 years. Roaches, twice. That's tenant. That's nasty. And that is, again, that's rare earth. But that's on them. That's on them. Wasps. Wasps are going to be on the owner. And the reason is because if the tenant is trying to eradicate the wasps and gets stung, or his kid gets stung and they're allergic and they don't have an EpiPen, can you do the math on how this could go really south and the liability from which? So wasps are something that we want to get taken care of. And a lot of these things are relatively cheap too. I'm talking $30. A company goes out, they spray, they do their thing. So it's not the end of the world, but it beats your tenant falling off a ladder, getting stung, whatever the case may be. Wood bees, harmless. And that's something that, to protect the integrity of your home, we do want to there's some little traps and things that we can have set out, handyman trip, or even the pest control company, $30, $50, somewhere along those lines, depending on what needs to be done. We also tell the tenants, if you want to have some fun and get some exercise in, get a tennis racket. But I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings. If you're a bug person, that sounds cool. I'm kidding-ish. But wood bees are definitely, because they bore into your deck, any wood in your house. They're like that. That's where they lay their eggs. So there's just going to be more of them. So it's really in your best interest as the owner to make sure that is taken care of if they let us know about it. Honeybees, we have seen situations, again, you may have watched some of these videos where I'm like, I do have a beekeeper, a couple actually. That's free. That's free. What happens is the queen's in the yard and those drones, they ain't leaving. Then it's a big swarm. You've probably seen it on the news before, but when that happens, that's going to be something we call the beekeeper. They come, it's free, they put a box out, the queen goes in. I don't know this magic voodoo they do, but they do things, and they're very happy to have them. So that's not a big deal. The last one, ants in your pants, ants make you dance, whatever. Tenant. I have ants in my house every summer. Everybody does. They're thirsty. They're hot. They want to get cooled off too. It's pretty normal. They make this place called Lowe's. They have this stuff. You can do little traps. You can do sprays. We even advise tenants. You can call our pest control company, and for about $30, again $30, they'll come out and do this. But it's not something that you pay for because again, no matter what you're doing, if ants want in, they're going to get in, and they are going to get in. They even get into my house, and we take care of it. But I hope that explains pest control. I know that it sounds like there's some vague areas, or there could be, but believe me, we'll work through them if it's something that we need to talk about. But really, it's all about protecting your tenant and your property. Hey, real quick, thanks for watching these videos. I hope you're learning a lot about our company, and I hope you want to work with us. If you do, please, by all means, if it's during business hours, give us a call right now, and we'll definitely talk with you about your property. If not, fill out this form below. Give us your email, your phone number, your name, and most importantly, the property address that you want us to manage. If it's a property that fits into what we do, then we're obviously going to talk with you. If it's not a property that doesn't really fit with what I do, I'm still going to call you. And I'm going to give you some options of some great people that I know, and maybe that'll work for you. So you can't lose. I want to talk about your property one way or the other. Thanks again for watching. Hey, and if you're still watching, keep on watching because I got a bunch of stuff to talk about with these videos, as you're seeing.